brave Edmontonian shares his powerful story about distracted driving.
NAIT students may be hungry for more than just top marks.
Western Canada Fashion Week is back for its 11th annual event. Hello and welcome to Second Edition News. Edmontonian John Bowden's life was forever changed 9 years ago when he was the victim of a head-on collision.
Since then, Bowden has become a vocal activist for the prevention of distracted driving. The devastating collision occurred in July 2007 just west of Camrose. Bowden, who is now a quadriplegic, gave a presentation at the Glenrose Rehabilitation Center where he went through physiotherapy. His presentation highlighted the harmful effects of distracted driving and the story that changed his life forever.
Don't take anything for granted, because your life can change in a second. Don't feel invincible. You know, really, I felt pretty much invincible. Things weren't going to happen to me. They can in an instant.
Bowden is currently receiving outpatient care from the Glenrose Hospital. As he continues to speak, his hope is that his inspiring story will encourage drivers to refrain from all forms of distracted driving to help make a safer and better community.
With the warm weather in Edmonton, many of us are getting a head start on our spring cleaning. After the attic and basement are spotless, let's not forget our neighborhoods. Edmonton's desire to have a cleaner city is picking up. Mayor Don Iveson recently urged Edmontonians to do their part.
So Capital City Cleanup has been a program we've grown over the years with great participation from citizens and now from businesses and from school groups, seniors groups, all kinds of groups who come together to help participate in building a cleaner and safer city together.
Mayor Iveson is confident a cleaner city is possible with partnership and participation. Capital City Cleanup encourages us all to put garbage in its place.
Eating healthy is a priority for many students, whether the economy is good or bad, but achieving that goal is not always easy. Busy students often don't take the time to eat properly. The reason could be either a lack of time or money.
I do encourage people to donate to the food banks, and I try to do that mostly by just setting an example.
Just even a single item helps if you want to just, bring in a couple extra cans one day or grab an extra one when you're out grocery shopping. Like, everything helps.
Workers at NAIT's Food Center gave out about 10 hampers in its first month in September. That has grown to almost 50 hampers last month.
As the end of the semester approaches, NAIT students are preparing for their final assessments, projects, and exams. As NAIT continues to be a hands-on and technical institution, students' learning is enhanced by the real-life experiences and practical education they receive. Unlike many other post-secondary institutions, NAIT offers an interesting and different approach on final exams.
Exams a little bit different from other universities. Our exams, more of them about hands-on. So that's what NAIT's final goal. We want to get students hired. So that exam basically check if you're ready for the real work, and I think it's really beneficial for students to pick the right fit.
With many NAIT students graduating to pursue various careers, their hope is that as they prepare for finals, the result of their learning experience will be positive and effective in helping them prepare for work in their chosen field.
The Edmonton Police Service and United Way took kids out of the classroom and adults out of the office for a unique annual event. The competition on the dodgeball court brought together mentors and youth with a goal of demonstrating leadership and teamwork to achieve a common objective, which was having fun.
It's all about teamwork, and that's exactly what this is building relationships so that we're all working together.
It's really great that it mixes the kids from all different areas, as well as members of the police service, as well as corporate mentors that can sometimes talk to the kids about different agencies that they may not even know about, or different organizations.
They can really show you how to be and who you want to be when it comes to leadership.
Teamwork and leadership are components of dodgeball and life. Lesson learned.
Western Canada Fashion Week is back for its 11th annual event, and it is bigger, bolder, and more beautiful than ever. Western Canada Fashion Week is currently the second largest fashion week in Canada. The runway on Thursday evening showcased an array of student talent. From makeup artists and designers to photographers and models, there is no shortage of ways to get involved in this event.
To be honest with you, it was like a major wow when I, heard about Western Canada Fashion Week, and it being the second largest fashion week in Canada was totally amazing to me. So I had to be a part of it.
This event was developed to support Western Canada's young and fresh fashion entrepreneurs by providing them with the resources needed to create marketable lines. Western Canada Fashion Week will remain committed to developing the fashion, art, and design community in Edmonton and across the globe. Big weekend for hockey as many teams are battling it out for a championship title.
That's right, I hear the Oil Kings are giving Brandon a run for their money.
They sure are, and I've got that and more coming up for you in sports. The Oil Kings are being pushed to their limits against the conference-leading Brandon Wheat Kings in the first round of the WHL playoffs. Brandon started scoring early when confusion in front of the net led to a quick wrist shot from John Quinville, making it 1-0 Wheat Kings. Oil Kings found a 2-on-1 breakaway but are stonewalled by Jordan Paperny. Brandon will go on to find their second goal out of the game after a pass from Tanner Kasbeck in front to Matthews as he rings it top shelf. Things start to get a little heated with the Oil Kings down by 2. Colton Keller finds Dario Meyer on a one-timer to cut the Brandon lead to 1. Brandon tries to answer back, but missed the puck. Still in the second, Lane Bauer is out in the open, but is tripped up on the play. Heading into the third, Oil Kings rush down the ice. Tyson Grunninger finds an open lane and fires, once again cutting the lead to 1. Just over a minute left, coach has a quick word with his players, but it'll be no use as Reed Duke finds the empty net to clinch the Game 5 win. This win puts the Wheat Kings ahead 3-2 in the series, but despite the loss, Oil Kings defenseman Aaron Irving is staying positive heading into the crucial Game 6.
We got our backs up against the wall. We had that against Medicine Hat earlier in that one-game playoff, so I think we've done this before and we're prepared to fight for our lives.
The Spruce Grove Saints look to improve their perfect postseason record as they took on the Lloydminster Bobcats in the AJHL North Division Finals. Saints fans filled the arena this weekend to cheer on the men in white. Early in the game, a bad bounce gives Austin Hunter a clear shot and gives the Saints an early lead. The Bobcats answered back quickly with a goal of their own after Nick Quillen was able to find an opening on the glove side. Still in the first, Josh Harris takes a hit on open ice. He's down after suffering a cut to the head and wouldn't return for the rest of the game. Still a tie game, Connor Lucan gets past the defender and buries one in the back of the net. It'll be a tough day for Alec Leclerc as he will let in 2 more goals by the start of the third period. Bobcats will find the net once more after a misplay by the Saints goalie, but the goal would prove to be too late as the Spruce Grove Saints were able to run away with the win. After the 6-3 victory, the Saints would draw first blood in the series, gaining a 1-game advantage. Saints goalie Matthew Murray would be a huge factor for the team, stopping 33 out of 36 shots. And from the ice to the turf, U of A Golden Bears are hitting the books and the gym in preparation for the new season. For student athletes, the off-season means catching up on their studies as well as staying in shape for the upcoming season. For Justin Lawrence, training is a crucial part of his off-season in order to stay on top of his game. Going into his sophomore year, Justin is eager to get back on the field after having an impressive rookie season as well as being named a Canada West All-Star. Justin, along with the rest of his team, are eager to get back on the gridiron.
I think expectations are higher now that we're kind of growing up as a team, so this is the year I think we hopefully make playoffs.
The Heritage Cup took place this week, showcasing some of the best in indoor soccer. India would battle it out with Ireland in the men's final on Tuesday night. It became an intense match of big kicks, quick legs, and huge saves. The game stayed close, being tied at 1 until late in the second half when Ireland was able to sneak 2 goals past India's goalkeeper. The final score was 3-2 in favor of Ireland, and the team couldn't be happier. Ireland's captain was proud of what his team had accomplished and say they ultimately did it for the people in the stands cheering them on.
So we just soaked up the atmosphere and just made sure we made everyone proud tonight. So that was the main thing. That was our main goal, just play for the fans and play for ourselves.
And that's all for sports. Back to you guys.
Man, I would have loved to have been at that Ireland party after the big win. Thanks, Mason.
That's all for Second Edition News this week. Thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome to Cooking with Ernest. I'm Chantel Germo and this is Chef Ben. Now Chef, I'm learning a lot of things in the kitchen as I'm growing up. Can you teach me something that I can impress my family with?
Of course. So today I got some pork cutlets.
Okay.
Which basically I just grabbed a tenderloin and then tenderizer. So we'll just tenderize the meat, get it nice and thin. So we're going to use both these here. This is just some all-purpose flour, nothing fancy about it.
Okay, can you use gluten-friendly flour if you can have?
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
And can you use anything besides pork? Like can you use
Oh yeah,
chicken?
for sure. Yeah, you can use chicken, beef, veal is a popular option for cutlets.
Okay.
There's just a little bit of egg wash, and then of course our breadcrumbs, which is seasoned with a little bit of cayenne pepper and some thyme.
And this is just panko breadcrumbs?
Panko, yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And can you use any other spices if you're not a fan of thyme or?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much up to your own discretion, whatever you feel like, you know, your preference might be.
Okay.
Let's put these right in.
And you're just using what kind of oil? Canola?
Oh, this is just canola oil, yeah. You don't want to use anything like olive oil, grapeseed oil, something like that, because the flavors within the oil will transfer over to the proteins.
Oh, okay.
So then you'll get like an olivey pork chop.
Okay, and how long do these cook for?
They usually don't take too long just because they are so thin. They only usually take about maybe 3-4 minutes.
Okay, and what heat level should your stove be on?
You want to have it about medium heat, not too high. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what do you usually serve this with?
So today I have some fennel and apple coleslaw, which is fennel, apple. I got some lemon juice in there, olive oil, then salt and pepper.
Awesome.
The lemon juice is just in there because that helps keep the apples white instead of turning brown.
Okay, and if you can't have apples, is there any other fruit you can use?
Well, cabbage is your general coleslaw option. Fennel will work. Basically any vegetable you want to use, usually a root vegetable.
Well, thank you again for showing me today, Chef Ben. If you would like to look for recipes like this, you can go on naitnewswatch.ca and click on the Second Edition tab. Once again, I'm Chantel and this is Chef Ben. Thanks for joining us.